Good morning. Let's do sports now on the AM show with me, Muftao Nabila Abda. The Black Stars of Ghana were in action yesterday. They came up against Liberia in an international friendly. They were also friendlies in Europe, and the Para Games came to a conclusion. But we start with some politics where George Afriyie is alleging that the Ghana Football Association is putting impediment on his way as he files an appeal against the decision of the Elections Committee to disqualify him. We go on phone right now and speak to Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo, a board member of Accra House of Folk. Good morning, Doc. Thanks very much for your time. The last conversation you and I had, you said something quite profound, and that was that George Afriyie, in your opinion, was not qualified to contest for the position of president of the GFA now, because you were very clear in that. And the Elections Committee appeared to be toying your way by disqualifying George from the, contesting the GFA elections. What do you make of the decision of the Elections Committee?
I think firstly, when I say he wasn't qualified, I didn't mean he could not appeal. He has every right to appeal. I personally don't support anyone whose document does not fulfill the requirements of the statutes of the FA. However, if the statutes allow for amendment of the document, I don't see why anyone will be frustrated from handing over his form. So what happened yesterday really, if it's really true, then that is very unfortunate. I don't believe the FA has behaved well, if they know about it. The FA is a democratic institution, and such a practice does not augur well for the democratic institution they see themselves to be.
Okay.
That conduct, to me, was very shameful. It looks as if the principles and the statutes of the FA are not being respected. That is shameful and unfortunate. Now let me make this final remark. Elections must be conducted on an even playing field. If that is not done, it ceases to be an election. So that's all that I would say.
Doc, tell us, the statement that was released by George Afriyie, he said first, when he got to the GFA Secretariat, security did not grant him access. It took a phone call he had to make to someone who is close to him and also a former vice chairman of the Ghana League Class Association to come before security granted him access. And the receptionist also refused to take their appeal form. So what advice would you offer to the FA, considering the fact that many people are taking legal actions against the football governing body, which many say is derailing the processes leading up to elections?
As I said earlier, he has every right to have an appeal head. Now, if he was prevented at the gate from entry, that is very, very wrong. And the FA, in particular the president, can easily be moved out just on that, if he's aware. And if he's not aware, I'm telling him. The democratic institutions that they are enjoying there now, I brought a proposal. And that led to my exit from the FA years ago. Because Kujo, what do you call it? The then minister, Kujo, I've even forgotten the name.
Was it Kojo Bawuredu?
Kojo Bawuredu, we had a discussion, and I suggested to him that it might be better if we have officers at the FA elected, including the executive officers. So he charged me to prepare a memo, which I did. And the memo got leaked. And that annoyed the then executive council, or what they call themselves at that time, because a lot of the proposals I came out with affected them. And some of them knew there was no way they can win a democratic election. And then they planned to impeach me. I went to court. The court ruled the first case in my favor, and then I was reliably informed by my lawyer that they have gone underground to see the judge. And I decided immediately to resign. And I resigned, sent my letter to the ministry, and Madam Elizabeth Ohini was the one who accepted my letter of resignation.
Okay.
She did that on behalf of government.
Okay, Doc.
So if finally the documents, I sent the documents to FIFA myself in those days. Finally, FIFA agreed that they should be done, and that is what we are enjoying today. They should not make a mistake at all in trying to prevent anybody the way they did what I saw on the television yesterday, physically preventing the person from entering. That is totally wrong. That is, if Afriye has been found not to have got his documents in order and he has put them right, he should be allowed to hand them over.
Okay. Doc, thanks very much for this message to the Ghana Football Association today. We really appreciate your time. Dr. Nyahonyaho Tamaklo is a board member of Accra House of Oak, speaking to us on George Afriye's allegations that there are impediments on his way to filing his appeal. That appeal was finally submitted, though. But now, let's move on and do other stories. And on Tuesday, the Black Stars came up against the Leon Stars of Liberia in an international friendly. Enes Nyoma and Mohamed Kudus both scored before Jordan Ayew wrapped up a 3-1 win as Ghana secured a comfortable victory as they start preparations for the African Cup of Nations 2023, following that qualification ticket which was secured after a comeback win against Central Africa Republic. My colleague Mubarak Haruna was there and comes through with this report.
It was largely a second-string side as Midiama Sporting Club left-back Hamid Fatau, Turkish-based defender Kingsley Schindler and striker Antoine Semenyo of Bournemouth all handed starting spots. Semenyo could have given Ghana the lead in the first half after racing clear of the Liberian defense but could not find the back of the net. Enes Nyoma grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck and broke the deadlock inside 7 minutes into the second half. Nyoma then turned provider as he set up Mohamed Kudus to double Ghana's advantage. Substitute Jordan Ayew, who has now become Ghana's fourth most capped player with 92 appearances, put the icing on the cake before Divine Roosevelt got the consolation for the visitors. It was a result head coach Chris Hughton was content with.
It's about what you can get out of them in 2 days, which is difficult. We only have 2 days training before the first game. But it's picking a side that you think can compete well, can get a result, and in this second game it was very much for us to try something different as regards the formation that we played, play some players that are very much part of what we do that didn't play in the first game, and that's a hard balance because on top of that what you want to do is it's important to win the game also, just for the feel of the group and of course going forward. And of course for us to score, disappointed to concede the goal at the end, but to score 3 goals and in a game where maybe we could have scored more, then I have to be happy with that.
Having faced the Black Stars as part of their preparations for the 2026 World Cup qualifiers, Liberia head coach Ansumana Keita described the Ghana team as a work in progress.
If you look at Ghana for the past 1 year, you know a team that went to the World Cup, we have to respect them. And two, Ghana been a better side for a long time, like Liberia too. We are our better side. And we have beaten Ghana before, Ghana have beaten us. So it's on both sides. But today's game, it does not mean that Ghana was over superior to us, no. One, Ghana was playing at home. That's one. And two, at the second half, we made some missteps. Yes, Ghana has a good team, but they still need to work hard on that. Yeah, they have a good team, they still need to work hard, they have good players. What I saw is that they play Liberia. Yes, but when it was a different game, it could be different for today. Trust me.
After 5 games as the head coach of the Black Stars, this match here is a match that Chris Hughton would be proud of. But the job is not done yet. 2 friendlies next month against Mexico on October 14 and the United States of America on October 18 will certainly give Chris Hughton the time and opportunity to reshape his team ahead of next year's Africa Cup of Nations. The 2 matches will certainly give an inkling as to how the Black Stars will fare at the tournament in Ivory Coast. Haruna Mubarak from the Accra Sports Stadium for Joy Sports.
Now let's go to Magdan Park in La, where the closing ceremony of the Para-African Games took place, and my colleague Elon Benaya Defiamakwa was there and comes through with this report.
History was made as Ghana hosted its first African Paralympic Games. After 10 days of hosting over 10 countries in Ghana, the Games, which saw Ghana win gold in the men's amputee football, came to a close as hundreds of people gathered at the Magdan Town Park in Accra to celebrate the occasion. The Ghana University School of Arts delighted all attendees with a cultural display. President of the Ghana Paralympic Committee, Samson Dean, and Deputy Sports Minister Evans Bobie spoke at the event.
I will want to say a very big thank you to all of you for participating. We are very much aware that you have endured and you have worked so hard to make sure that you participate, you compete for your nation. The African Paralympic Committee and the Ministry of Youth and Sport, the government of the Republic of Ghana, the President of the nation, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and my Honorable Minister, Honorable Mustafa Yusuf. We want to say a very big thank you to you all. We are very much hopeful that the qualifications to Paris 2024, as we said, we will do it on our own soil. We've been able to achieve it. Congratulations to Morocco. Congratulations to Algeria. Congratulations to Egypt. And congratulations to South Africa for making Africa proud.
Mr. Samson Dean, the President of Africa Paralympic Committee, for his vision of bringing the standalone Para Games to Ghana. Mr. Samson Dean, are you cool? For the past 10 days, we have been witnessing the outstanding performances, dedication, and success exhibited by our athletes. Each and every one of you did so well during this games to reach out to victory and the highest position of your discipline. Thank you all, and I wish all of you safe travel back home.
Despite less desirable showings in other disciplines, Ghana ended the tournament on a high, with the Black Challenge winning gold by beating Morocco 2-1 in the final on Sunday, September 10, 2023. Ghana now have their sights set on the 2023 African Games, which takes place from March 8 to 23, 2024 in Accra.
Now break over. Club football returns this weekend. This is our wrap-up AM Sports here with me, Muftao Nabila Abla. You can head on to myjoyonline.com and read some more sports stories. We appreciate your time this morning.